No Regrets Men's Ministry began over 30 years ago to catalyze a movement that multiplies disciples, leaders, and small groups around the world. Basecamp is a digital small group discipleship resource that churches can use to intentionally help their men follow after Christ, become like Christ, and be on mission for Christ. Through Basecamp, men are equipped to become godly leaders in their home, church, workplace, and world. In the context of a small group, men will develop authentic relationships with other men, build their spiritual muscle, understand what it means to be a man in today's world, and be prepared to impact their sphere of influence for Jesus. Hear what the experience of Basecamp is like from the men themselves.
At 39, my relationship with Jesus began, and somebody asked me to join Basecamp. I didn't know what Basecamp was, but over a course of 9 months, I forged friendships with guys. I learned spiritual disciplines, and it completely shaped me. Now, 20 years later, I look back at it all started there.
It just provided a lot of discipline for me. Memorizing verses was something I had never done. It was intimidating, but 20 years later, I'll see a verse or hear a verse, and it just picks me right back up and takes me to that moment.
I had no idea that I wanted to be part of a leadership team that ministered to men until Basecamp. I thought I was just along for the ride. And by the end of Basecamp, I knew that God had me here for a reason and that it was men.
I had a great job, wonderful wife, 2 young kids. There's a lot of great things going on, but there was something missing. And what I learned in Basecamp is that I needed Jesus to fill that hole.
I just become a believer, and I had some good friendships with the guys in my life, but nothing like I experienced in Basecamp. The camaraderie, the focus on becoming the men that God wanted us to be, the accountability, the encouragement. I never experienced anything like that in my life. And I remember saying to myself, I need this. I didn't even know I was missing this, but I need this, and every man needs this. Because Basecamp really takes a man through all the most important areas of life alongside other men and equips him when he's done to go and do that with other men.
The experience was life-changing. I had nobody that I could call a true friend. And once we got into this, being with these guys for weeks, and it was 2 hours every single week, you started to become really great friends. And I built real friendships. I mean, the kind of guys that if you've got an emergency at 2 a.m. and you send a call out, you can have 10 guys at your house in 15 minutes to help out. I mean, these are the kind of guys that you build your life around.
These are the guys that I can call at 2 a.m. and I would count on them to pick up the phone and would be willing to take my call. I need these guys in my life because honestly, I could not do ministry on my own. I would just burn out. And so I really appreciate what they bring to our ministry, what they bring to our friendship, and it's true, it's authentic, and I really appreciate it.
And the material from Basecamp taught me what it meant to truly follow Jesus in the most important areas of my life. And not only that, but it gave me a vision for what it looked like to become a disciple maker.
Basecamp shaped me, become a leader that people really look to.